Good evening, everyone, and welcome once again to exciting Westview Warrior basketball at LaGwanamedia.com. This is Jerry Hosteller along with Dan Byler, and tonight we're back at Westview High School where the Lady Warriors, under the direction of head coach Ryan Yoder, will be taking on Nick Burlingame's Angola Lady Hornets. The Lady Hornets having a very fine season so far at 14-3 coming into tonight's action. And, of course, they're a Northeast Corner Conference foe for the Warriors, and Angola with just a nice 6-2 record in the Northeast Corner Conference. The Lady Warriors had a brief 3-game winning streak before they were defeated in the NECC tournament a few evenings ago. So their record coming in tonight is 3-15, and they're 1-7 in the Northeast Corner Conference. Their last game was against Lakeland, and they were defeated 60-28. And the Angola Lady Hornets are coming off a championship of the Northeast Corner Conference tournament for 2021. And that was last Saturday right here at Westview High School. So it's the Lady Warriors of Westview versus the Angola Lady Hornets. And tonight's game is brought to you by our Platinum sponsor, Weaver Furniture Sales, now at 2 locations in Shipshewana, south of US 20 on County Road 75 North, and in the Davis Mercantile on Main Street in downtown Shipshewana. Our silver sponsors are Hyde Auto Body, US 20 West in LaGrange, Eden Worship Center, Topeka, Do It Best Hardware at the Blinker Light in downtown Topeka. Also, Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street in Topeka. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka, your local source for powder coating. Also, Dale's Dependable Handyman Service. Dale is the right man for the job. And LaGwana, serving our customers with creative solutions. Our bronze sponsors are Topeka Pharmacy, your friendly hometown pharmacy. Also, Lehman Insurance and Financial Group in Topeka. Our passion is protecting yours. By Jerry Standard Service in Middlebury for your automotive repair and tire service needs. Also, Topeka Clinic on Lehman Drive in Topeka. Dutch Blessing Floral in Shipshewana, featuring floral arrangements and gift baskets for all occasions. Also, Mold Mob, located just west of 5 and 20 in Shipshewana. Or you can call them at 260-214-1250. And Precision Financial Group with local advisors Andrew Landgraf, Adam Christner, and Ryan Yoder. And we're going to pause now for our national anthem, followed by tonight's starting lineups. And the national anthem will be sung tonight by senior Rosa Marie McMahon, senior at Westview. Rosa Maria McMahon with our national anthem tonight, a senior at Westview. Great job. And let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. First of all, for Nick Burlingame's Angola Lady Hornets, 14-3 coming into tonight's ball game. Starting at one guard will be their leading scorer, Hannah Knoll, a 5'8 senior. She wears number 3. Number 4 is Lauren Leach, a 5'11 junior. Michaela Thompson, a 5'8 senior, wearing number 20. Also, Megan Nyson, a 5'7 senior, wears number 30. And number 33 rounds out the Angola Lady Hornets lineup, Riley Peppel, a 5'7 freshman. And now for the Lady Warriors. Starting at one guard will be Andrea Miller, a 5'1 sophomore. Haley Miller gets a start tonight. She's a 5'9 junior, number 23. Number 25 is Allie Springer, a 5'3 junior. Number 31 is Hallie Mast, a 5'8 senior. And rounding out the lineup for the Lady Warriors, number 35, Hope Bortner, a 5'4 freshman. And we're ready to go. Of course, Angola in their dark uniforms with lavender numbers and yellow trim. Lady Warriors in their home white. Haley Miller will be jumping center down there with number 4, and that was Leach, and the tip is controlled by Angola. With the ball out front is Knoll. Knoll gets it to Leach. Leach cross-courts it to Thompson. They'll swing it around, top of the circle, shots in the air, and good by Knoll.
We watched him play the other night against Lakeland. She took a little while to get going. Leach was hot from the beginning, I think.
Yeah, I didn't write down what she hit. Leach had, what, 25 or something in that game?
Knoll had 17.
In the game against Lakeland on Saturday night in that championship game. Another shot by Knoll. This one's way off the mark. The rebound comes down to Peppel. Peppel gets it out front. They'll swing it back down on the baseline to Thompson. Her shot is offline, and now we have a loose ball on the court, and it's picked up by Nyson. Can't control it. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Westview ball on the turnover. Andrea Miller calling for some help on as Angola will go full court press, which they did the other night against Lakeland, and I think Coach Yoder was anticipating that as well.
Yeah, he had mentioned that he was a little concerned about a full court trapping press. It looks like she pretty well went right through it that time. So that foul's going to be called on Peppel, her first.
Inbound pass comes to Andrea Miller. Andrea bounce passes it right side to Hallie Mast. Hallie out front to Allie Springer. They'll swing it around left side now. In the corner to Bortner. They were giving Bortner the baseline, but she's not going to take it.
If she could go left,
yeah,
it was wide open for her.
Driving is Andrea. She tries to get it up over the top of Michaela Thompson. It's blocked away and out of bounds. So Westview will inbound it underneath their own basket off to the right. Inbounding will be Andrea Miller. She'll lob it in. Hallie Mast will chase it down top of the key. Right side to Andrea. Back to Hallie. Haley Miller now getting a start tonight. She's had some fine ball games for the Warriors. Shot by Bortner from the right side is no good, but Hallie Mast for the offensive rebound. Good hustle by Hallie. Andrea bounce passes it out front to Allie Springer. She'll take it left side, then dish it off to Bortner.
I was going to say, they're going to call her for a double dribble if she puts it down. She dribbled it twice trying to control it. They're way more lenient on that than they used to be when we were in high school. If it bounced at all when you were trying to corral it, that was your dribble.
That's right.
But
yeah, that's something that's really changed over time.
That time it was a little too much.
Too obvious that time, yeah. Riley Pepple gets it to, it ends up in the right corner. They'll swing it around now to the left corner, and that's Knoll. They'll swing it around right side with the basketball, and they'll cross-court it now to Knoll. Knoll's shot again from three-point land is good. So 2 threes account for the score for Angola in the early going of this ball game.
That's all they've shot so far is 3-point attempts. 2 of 4 for the evening so far.
Hallie Mass tries to drive, pulls it back out. She'll get it to Andrea Miller. Andrea drives, dishes off to Bortner for 3, and she hits.
I guess we're just going to shoot threes as well.
So lead cut in half with one.
And they just turned it over.
So here we go.
Threw it out, yeah.
Chance to tie it up right here with another 3. 4:52 to go, opening quarter.
Angola certainly applying some pressure here.
Hallie Mass gets it into Andrea. Good quick move to cross the timeline. She'll give it to Haley Miller at the free throw line. Now back to Allie Springer and Andrea Miller. Bortner goes right side with it to Andrea. She'll take it to the baseline, runs into a couple trees there, and then it's bounced around and picked up by Knoll on the steal. She gets it inside to Nyson, back outside to Knoll, another 3, this time it's short, and chasing the ball down, and she picks up the foul.
Yeah, we'll
Knoll.
see that happen. That happens so often, trying to chase your own rebound down on a miss. I mean, you want the shooter to go after the rebound, but maybe
I'd say we see that
hot.
like every game we do at least once. That'll happen. Yeah. Timeout called. 4:14 to go. First quarter. Angola 6, Westview 3. We'll be back right after this 30-second timeout.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family owned and operated since 1989.
Hope Bortner will inbound for the Warriors after the timeout. Angola looks like they're going to drop off the press here, maybe meet them half court.
Yeah, pick them up at half court is what it looks like.
Andrea, Hallie, back to Andrea, across the timeline to Bortner. Back, over and back. Yeah, Hope knew it as soon as she threw it, but she couldn't go grab it. Too late by then, so a turnover on the Warriors. With the ball out front is Caswell. Kylie Caswell has just checked in for Angola.
Another freshman that gets a lot of playing time.
Shots up short, grabbed by Haley Miller, and then a fight for it with Leach. Haley did a good job of staying with it, and on the alternating possession, it will belong to Westview. Hallie Mass gets it into Andrea Miller, and once again, they'll try that half-court trap. Bortner gets it this time. Quick flash pass inside to Allie Springer, but it was a little behind her. She couldn't catch up with it.
That was a perfect play, though. She had a layup inside there. Get through that press. That's the thing with a press. If you get through it, it often leads to easy buckets at the other end.
That's right. Right idea there. It just couldn't finish it. Shot by Knoll is no good. Haley Miller with a rebound. She'll look for a guard, and she finds Andrea Miller. Andrea trots it across the timeline. She'll go to Hallie Mast. Now to Allie Springer. Hope Bortner. Andrea Miller. Andrea has it knocked away and stolen by Hannah Knoll. And there's a foul as Andrea tried to knock it away from Hannah on the pass, and she'll be called for a reach-in foul.
That'll be the first against Westview.
Hannah Knoll looking to inbound. She'll get it into Lauren Leach. Leach drives the baseline, puts it up, and too long, no good. Now we have a whistle and a foul. And that's going to be on Westview. It'll be a 2-shot foul.
Well, just a minute ago, I was tempted to say something about the fact that Leach hasn't really been a factor yet, and I decided not to say it. But she still turned into a factor.
Yeah, she did.
This is what she did the other night against Lakeland. She kept getting inside shots, and they had to foul her to stop her, and she just lived at that free throw line.
How many free throws did she hit?
She hit 16 of 19.
That's right.
In that championship game against Lakeland, the NECC championship game against Lakeland Saturday evening.
Unbelievable. Two free throws are good. Leach and Knoll have really nice shots. Very smooth. Hope Bortner's trap gets it out of trouble nicely to Andrea Miller, now to Mast. Back out front to Allie Springer. Allie puts it on the floor, goes right side with it to Mast, and she is fouled as she goes up for the shot.
I am impressed with the way they're handling this press so far.
Nice, crisp passes and well thought out.
Moving it right down the floor.
Yep.
That foul's going to be called on Nice in her first.
That sends Hallie Mast to the free throw line, and her first shot rolls off the front of the iron. No good. She'll get one more. 2:36 to go, first quarter.
Heina Miller checks in for Haley Miller.
Hallie coming in with a 6.3 point per game scoring average. Gets her first point of the night. 57% free throw shooter. Hannah Knoll tries to drive. Looked like she might have traveled, but she had that extra step. No good. Shots up by Leach, no good. And put back up again in by Knoll. 8 points now for Knoll. 8 of her team's 10 points. Bortner brings it up. She'll give off to Hallie Mast. Mast gets it across the timeline. Good work by her with Hannah Knoll sticking on her like glue. She'll bounce pass it to Bortner. Hope goes left side to Andrea Miller. Back out front to Ellie Springer. Inside 2 minutes to go, first quarter. Heina Miller drives, runs into a brick wall on that baseline. Now Hallie does. She'll get it out to Heina. Back out front will come to Hope Bortner. They'll swing it around to Allie Springer. Springer at the elbow has it stolen away. She tries to get the pass to Hallie Mast, and Hannah Knoll will drive it down and put it up and in. 12-4 Angola. Minute 25 to go, first quarter.
And Knoll with all but 2 of those points for Angola.
She is definitely hot tonight as far as scoring is concerned. She's, pretty much taken over. There she came down with a rebound, or no, that's Nyson. She'll get it to Knoll. Knoll backs it out. Now she'll pop a long 3, and it's no good. Grabbed by Caswell. She'll get it inside. Shots up no good, but tipped back up again by Knoll. And good. 12 points out of the 14 now for Hannah Knoll. 10-point lead for Angola. Springer goes to Bortner. Bortner out front to Andrea Miller. Out of Hallie Mast. .15 seconds to go, first quarter. Westview down 10. Ball knocked out of bounds. It's going to be chased down by Megan Nyson.
And coming in for the Lady Hornets is Tyra Stillman. For Westview, we've got Sarah Lapp and Cameron Miller. Cameron and Sarah both played a couple quarters during the JV contest earlier this evening.
Allie Springer gets it into Andrea Miller. 5 seconds. Andrea drives. She's double teamed. Somebody's going to have to put up a shot. They're not going to get it done. So we played 8 minutes here at Westview, and Angola leading the Lady Warriors by a score of 14-4. We'll be back with second quarter action right after the 60-second timeout.
There's nothing more embarrassing than an air ball. You get the ball, you take the shot, not even close. Hard work pays off on the basketball court, but when it comes to God, no amount of hard work will ever be enough. The Bible says that all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God, and so it's by grace that you've been saved through faith. This is not of yourself, it's the gift of God. That means your only hope is to put your trust in Jesus today. Friends, this is the playbook. Find out what it has to say.
Freedom Finish Works in Topeka specializes in both steel and aluminum. Their 40,000 square foot custom powder coat facility has the flexibility to run everything from one-piece custom orders to full production quantities. They also have the unique capabilities of powder coat, blast coat, as well as other highly durable coatings. They are your local source for powder coating. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Call 260-593-0204. Well, the Lady Warriors have only allowed one of the Angola players to score from the outside.
Right, yeah. Leach has a couple free throws.
Yeah.
And otherwise, Hannah Knoll's got all their points.
12 from the field for Hannah Knoll, and she has the ball now. She'll go right side with it. Let's see. It's hard to read those numbers. Leach. She'll go underneath. Shots up and good by Caswell, the freshman. 16-4. Once again, Angola pressing. Sarah Lapp gets it across the timeline for the Lady Warriors. She drives the lane. And it's knocked out of bounds by Angola. It'll be Westview ball underneath their own basket off to the right. Andrea Miller will trigger it in for the Lady Warriors. Bounce pass comes in to Sarah Lapp. Sarah drives it in, and we have a blocking foul is going to be called on Angola. So once again, Westview will inbound underneath their own bucket.
Foul's going to be called on Caswell, her first, team's fourth now. 4 different Hornets with 1 foul apiece.
Andrea Miller looking to inbound once again. Bounce pass comes in, this time to Allie Springer. Allie out front to Andrea Miller. Andrea's getting counted down here. She's going to have to pick it up or get rid of it. She does to Cameron Miller. Her shot's no good. And the rebound comes down to Angola. Chance to expand her lead. Riley Peppel with it. She'll go to Knoll. Knoll a long three. Rims out. No good. Rebound was pulled down by Peppel, and she lost it out of bounds. They're saying it went off a Warriors, so it's going to be Angola retaining possession.
I'm not sure I agree with that call, but
I didn't see a Warrior hit it from our vantage point, but we're way up here, which maybe gives us a better perspective. I don't know.
Yeah.
Haley Miller checked back in for Westview. Peppel into the lane, and we have another foul called. Or was it a kick?
A kick. Haley Miller kicked it. Active feet on Miss Miller there.
That's right.
She's done that several other times.
Nolan to Leach, and she puts it in the first field goal for Angola for a player other than Hannah Knoll.
Well, except for Caswell that just...
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. How soon I forget.
Well,
she just made one.
Other than Knoll and Caswell, though,
yeah,
that's true.
There you go.
Turnover by the Lady Warriors again.
Caswell brings it in. She gets it into Hannah Knoll.
Fee was just getting ready to check in for the Lady Hornets. Didn't quite make it in time.
Stillman has entered the contest. She's number 14. We have a traveling violation on Leach underneath for Angola, so it'll be Westview ball.
So Jalen Fee, a 5'7" sophomore, checks in for the Lady Hornets.
Andrea Miller looks at that press. She'll bounce past it to Cameron Miller, back to Andrea. Out to Sarah Lapp. Sarah get almost threw it away, was double teamed. Cameron Miller gets trapped, and the ball stolen by Leach. Quickly it comes to Stillman. Stillman tries to feed it underneath the Caswell, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Angola. It'll be Westview ball.
Hallie Mast and Katrina Schwartz checking in for the Lady Warriors. Cameron and Allie get a rest. So Lady Hornets dropping back to about half court again.
Sarah gets it across the timeline on a pass from Hallie Mast, and then she has her pocket picked by Caswell. She gets it down to Hannah Knoll, and Knoll is fouled as she goes up for the layup. So it'll be a two-shot foul coming for Hannah Knoll.
I think that's going to be called on Andrea Miller. If it is, that'll be her second. And looks like Hope Portner's getting set to check in, but with a two-shot foul, she will need to wait. She'll need to wait after that first shot's taken.
Knoll's first appearance from the free throw line. She hits.
They did call that on Andrea, didn't they? Now they put it up.
Yep. Second shot's up off the back of the rim, no good. Now offensive rebounds pulled down by Stillman. Now it's loose, and Katrina Schwartz picks it up. Hallie Mast with it. And she's going to get called for double dribble as she tries to get around Hannah Knoll. Angola with a talented bunch of girls down there. They're 14-3 coming into tonight's game. And they're what, number 3 in the conference, 6-2.
The way they played the other night, I think if they play everybody as well as they did Lakeland the other night, I guess, well, they knocked off Garrett to get
Yeah, they
get
did
there.
to get there. Yeah, Garrett's ranked, they were 4th in the state in 3A. Katrina Schwartz trying to get around Caswell. And now she's double teamed, gets it out of trouble. Haley Miller now to Andrea Miller. Bounce passes it to Bortner, but Bortner was cutting the other way, and it'll be a turnover on Westview. 4:53 to go, first half. 19-4, Angola leading Westview.
Show with the Lady Warriors having 10 turnovers so far and 5 for the Lady Hornets. Definitely a huge size advantage for the Lady Hornets this
Oh,
evening.
yeah. It's the way it's been most of the games we've covered. Leach gets it down left side to Fee. And back to Knoll. Knoll inside to Leach. Quickly out to Caswell. She'll slide it right side in the corner. Stillman right back to Knoll out front. Knoll puts a shot up. It won't count. She was fouled before she went up for the shot. So another foul on the Warriors.
And that's going to be called on Katrina Schwartz, I believe, so that'll be her first. 4 on the Lady Warriors now.
Knoll from the corner. No good. Tipped around. Chased down by Leach. She'll lob it inside to Stillwell. Her shot's no good, and a rebound Knoll. She'll scoop it up. Misses a shot, but she'll get a couple of shots from the charity stripe as she's fouled again.
That foul's going to be called on Hallie Mast. That'll be her second.
Knoll hits. That's 14 points now for Knoll of her team's 19. Stillman comes back out of the ball game. Megan Nyson in.
Allie Springer checks back in for the Lady Warriors.
Shots up off the back of the rim, no good. And Haley Miller pulls down the rebound. She'll get it to Allie Springer. Allie works it up court against Caswell. She gets a nice screen from Hallie Mast. Loose on the floor, chased down by Bortner. Bortner dribbled it on the out-of-bounds line, so it'll be a turnover to Angola. Timeout's going to be called by Westview. 20-4, Angola leading Westview with 3:56 to go first half. We'll be back after this 60-second break.
Mold Mob in Shipshewana provides an environmentally conscious approach to mold, moisture, and odor removal. Mold Mob gets to the source of the problem in a way that is effective, affordable, and protects the planet. Mold Mob's indoor air quality services don't just cover up odors, mold, smoke, or other toxins. They remediate with treatments that denature bacteria, fungi, and other toxic substances for cleaner air. That's Mold Mob, just west of 5 and 20 in Shipshewana, or call 260-214-1250.
If you're looking to replace or repair your home appliances, Topeka Do-It-Best Hardware is your local stop for Amana, Maytag, and Whirlpool appliances. Featuring in-home and in-store service and parts on most makes of home appliances. See JJ for all your appliance needs at Topeka Do-It-Best Hardware, an authorized Whirlpool and Maytag service center for over 40 years, located at the Blinker Light in downtown Topeka. Call them at 260-593-2973.
And we're back, ready to resume action after the timeout called by Westview. Angola will inbound. Leach brings it in.
So we've had about an 8-minute drought here since we've last scored. Halfway through the first quarter, we were down 4-8.
Caswell. Left side's Leach. She'll cross-court it. Caswell back to Leach. Westview in a zone. Going 2-1-2 it looks like, with shots up, no good. Rebound, Hallie Mast. Allie Springer with the basketball across the timeline.
Noel's actually out right now, isn't she?
Yeah, they did take her out, you're right. Ball loose and picked up there by Riley Pepple. She goes right side to Caswell. Caswell drives, puts it up. It won't count. She was fouled on a reach in. I think Katrina Swartz, was it, to pick that up on the reach?
I believe so. And actually, they're going to call it on Andrea. And if they do, well, is Andrea, she's not out there.
Oh, it's Allie.
Yeah, okay.
It was a 5, I know. He had a 5 up, that's what it was, 25.
Okay. I just saw the 5 as well.
Yeah.
It was a 1-5. It's like, wait a minute, she's just getting ready to check in.
Shot by Fee from the corner is good. Her first 3 of the night. She has 7 off the bench. Bortner with it. Isn't it 33-4? With the ball, Springer. Springer has it stripped away. Back comes Angola. With the ball is Pepple. We'll get it to Leach for 3. Her shot's long. Long rebound is grabbed by Haley Miller. She'll stop and bounce it across the timeline to Allie Springer. Haley Miller. Andrea Miller. She drives. Gives it to Allie Springer, and her jumper from the baseline's good.
Nice job working it and getting a good shot.
First 2 of the quarter for Westview. Minute and 42 seconds to go. First half. Good job.
Haley's got the feet out again.
Is she the soccer goalie, maybe?
Well, no, we've talked about that before, but my son assures me that she's not on the soccer team.
She will be next year.
She's got good feet. So Sarah Lapp and Ina Miller check back in for Westview. And somebody came back in for the Lady Hornets, too.
Yeah, it's very hard for me to see these numbers tonight. They're black on black with some light yellow trim.
Those thin stripes, they're hard to read, and especially when you got a ponytail.
Exactly.
Hiding it yet on top of
Ina Miller.
To see to start with.
So get it to Sarah, and that's going to be an over and back again. So it leaks into the backcourt, and so Angola will inbound it right in front of the Westview bench. 65 seconds to go, first half. Shot from way outside, no good. Rebounds tipped into the hands of Leach, and she puts it up and in. .45 seconds to go first half. Andrea Miller in control out front. Andrea drives it to the baseline, and we have a whistle, and a foul's going to be called on Angola.
Foul's going to be called on Peppel, her second. 5 now on the Lady Hornets, and we've got Thompson coming back in for the Lady Hornets, coming in for Neeson.
Andrea Miller receives the inbound pass. Bortner inside the lane. She'll put it up. Got the roll.
5 for Bortner now.
But the ball is Fee. She'll feed it to Leach. Now in the corner. Shots up. No good. Rebound Westview. Sarah Lapp bounced off her foot. It looked like went out of bounds, so it'll be Angola basketball. Hannah Knoll coming back in for Angola.
4.5 seconds. I'm guessing they want her to take that last shot.
Knoll across the timeline. She'll fire it up, and it's close, but no cigar for the Angola Hornets on that last shot. 25-8 is our halftime score. Angola leading Westview. Dan will be back with halftime stats and scoring right after this 2-minute timeout.
Remodeling in the near future? Dale Fry at Dale's Dependable Handyman Service is the right man for the job. Get a new look for your bathroom, kitchen, garage, attic, or anywhere else in your house. Dale is fully trained, licensed, and insured. No subcontractors, just Dale and his son, Owen, will do the job. Call 260-463-3970 or visit dalesdependablehandyman.com.
Nobody wants to foul out, and even worse are intentional fouls. But every time we sin, it's an intentional foul against God. That's why Romans 1 says that when we suppress the truth of what we know God wants, we're storing up wrath for ourselves. Oh, but friends, I have good news for you. The Bible says that if we confess our sins, He is faithful and just to forgive us our sins and cleanse us from all our unrighteousness. God's Word is the playbook. Find out what it has to say.
Does your paint job need a refresh? Got too many dings and scratches? Let Height Auto Body take care of it for you. No matter the type of vehicle, motorcycle, trailer, or truck cab, Height Auto Body's experienced paint specialists will attend to every detail, so you don't have to. We aim to be #1 in customer service, and your satisfaction is always guaranteed. We're located west of State Road 9 on US 20. Height Auto Body, a trusted name in the community for over 20 years.
Back here at Westview High School, halftime of the varsity contest between the visiting Lady Hornets from Angola and the Westview Lady Warriors. Westview chasing 25-8 deficit right now at halftime. The Lady Hornets being led by their senior all-time school scoring leader, Hannah Knoll, averaging 17.8 points a game. She's at 14 already. In fact, she was at 12 at the end of the first quarter. Others scoring for them, junior Lauren Leach has 6 points. Jalen Fee came in off the bench and hit a 3. She has 3 points. And Kylie Caswell, also off the bench, hit 1 bucket for 2 points to round out the 25 for the Lady Hornets. Westview being led by freshman Hope Bortner. She hit a 3 in the first period and a 2-point bucket in the second, so 5 for her. Allie Springer hit a bucket in the second quarter, 2 points for her, and Hallie Mast 1 for 2 from the stripe in the first quarter, round out the scoring for Westview. The rebounding, I was expecting maybe a little bit different story there because we are certainly outsized. I mean, we're starting 5'1", 5'9", 5'3", 5'8", 5'4", and they're going 5'8", 5'11", 5'8", 5'7", 5'7", 5'11", yeah, that 5'11". So, I mean, I think it averages out to about 3 inches across every position. But I show that we've pulled down 9 defensive boards, 2 offensive, so we have 11. They have 12.
Wow.
So we're right there with them, and interestingly enough, they only have 2 defensive rebounds. They have a ton of offensive rebounds. But the reason they don't have very many defensive rebounds, Jerry, is that we have only shot the ball 7 times.
I know. It's been very difficult, and it's a lot of it has to do with their size.
Right, and so when we're getting shots, we are working it around and finally getting good shots, but we're just not very many offensive boards defensive boards for them to be having. We're 1 of 2 from the stripe. They're 4 of 6. And like I said, I show us with only 7 shots from the field. We've hit 3 of those. So I mean, we're getting close to. That's got to be what, 43%, I think, or so. On the other side, they've taken 28 shots compared to 7.
Wow.
And 28 shots, 16 of those from 3-point range. They've only hit 3. So they're not doing so great from 3-point range.
No, they're not.
But they sure are still taking them, and they're 50% inside the arc, 6 of 12. 15 turnovers for the Lady Warriors and 5 for the Lady Hornets. So yeah, I don't know. If we could get some shots off, it would really help.
I think so. Yeah.
A lot of our possessions end up in turnovers, but I have been impressed with how we've handled that press.
We have.
Have they stopped us from bringing it across half court?
I think they did. Well, they forced us like into that over and back a couple of times, but other than that, they might have had 1 or 2 steals in there. But for the most part, the higher percentage, we've been able to get it up the court and across the timeline.
And it feels to me like what they're doing that's different than the other night when we played Lakeland is that, I mean, as soon as they're getting the ball, they're going.
Right.
Not allowing them time to come double team them. And
yeah, it's got to be quick.
Early on, we got the ball through it pretty quick, and so then they dropped back and started picking us up just a little before half court instead of doing a full court press.
You can't do a whole lot of dribbling or standing with the ball. It's got to be quick passes and
keep it moving. Keep it moving.
Yep. And that's what we've done tonight. That is a difference from the other night against Lakeland. So that has improved. And they have something to hang their hat on as far as breaking that press and also getting some of those rebounds too. And
yeah, right now I show Haley Miller with our lead as our leading rebounder. I show her with 4, and yeah, like I said, they have a lot of offensive boards. Hannah Knoll has 3, Lauren Leach has 3 offensive boards. So they're following their own shots. And yeah, my goodness, if they were hitting those 3s, it would be.
Yeah, it could be really ugly.
Much worse than what it is right now. But
well, we're consistent with our scoring. We scored 4 in the first and 4 in the second.
Yeah, so halfway through the first quarter, I'd said, well, this is not too bad. We're only down 4-8, but then they scored 15 straight before we scored again. Yeah,
they came out in that second quarter on fire. So. They didn't spend a whole lot of time in their locker room. They're already out on the hardwood. Westview's still in theirs. And we'll be back with more from Westview High School. Our score at halftime, the Lady Warriors trailing the Angola Lady Hornets 25-8. We'll be back after this 60-second timeout.
Fruit May Funeral Home in LaGrange serves the surrounding area with dignified and personal funeral services. Fruit May provides pre-planning, traditional funeral services, traditional cremations and simple cremations, as well as monument sales. Call to discuss your needs with a knowledgeable funeral director, Lowell or Brian May, licensed funeral directors who will help you honor the cherished memory of your departed loved one. Call 260-463-3131. or visit their website at fruitmayfuneralhome.com. Remodeling in the near future? Dale Fry at Dale's Dependable Handyman Service is the right man for the job. Get a new look for your bathroom, kitchen, garage, attic, or anywhere else in your house. Dale is fully trained, licensed, and insured. No subcontractors, just Dale and his son, Owen, will do the job. Call 260-463-3970 or visit dalesdependablehandyman.com. And we're back here at Westview. Both teams getting last-minute instructions. I guess there's still a minute and a half on the clock, but they're both at their benches already talking things over. I do want to take this opportunity to remind you that we do have a donate button on our homepage at LaGwanamedia.com. This is different than what the conference had requested us to do during the semifinals and finals of the NECC tournament, where you were required to pay to be able to watch. Those funds will go to the NECC conference, and so we did have 393 people had signed in, and 40% of that $10 fee will go to the conference. So thank you for all that listened in and watched during that time. But this, specifically this evening, if you hit donate, what we encourage you to do is just whatever you would have paid to come to the game anyway, if you would just hit that donate button, it'll step you right through it. You can use a PayPal account or your credit card. And the difference here this evening with that donate button is that all that gets taken out of whatever you choose to donate, except for the processing fee by the credit card company, will go to Westview High School. So if you give $10, they're going to get about $9.70 or so.
Thank you, Dan. And we're back to action here in the second half as Westview begins with the basketball. Hallie Mast with it out front for Westview. She stops between the circles, gives out to Allie Springer, now to Andrea Miller. Back to Allie. Haley Miller. Original starters for Westview. And it appears that that's what it is for the Hornets, too.
Not quite. Caswell was not a starter, and she just scored.
No, it's 33, I think. It looked like Caswell, but it's number 33, isn't it, or not?
Well, I thought I saw a 10. Our eyes are. Oh, you're right. It is 33.
It was Peppel, I think, that made it. Her first two of the night. Loose on the floor, picked up by Leach. She'll give it to Hannah Knoll. Knoll drives, puts it up, misses, and she's fouled.
Well, I can tell you, they should. We've talked about this before. They should outlaw these numbers where they just have the thin stripe.
Yeah, now if we were down in our old position close to the scorer's bench, it might be a little easier to see the numbers. But boy, these are really difficult to see.
It's not that we're getting old, Jerry,
or
anything like that.
Not at all. Shots up, partially blocked. Rebound is grabbed by Haley Miller.
Nice, and had put that up.
Andrea Miller across the timeline. Nice to get a basket right here. Get up to that double-digit mark on the scoreboard. Hallie was going away from the basket, and once again, Hope cutting the wrong way, or cutting opposite direction of where the pass was intended to go, and goes out of bounds.
Got that whole one girl thinking zig, the other thinking zag
That's
thing
right.
going on.
Exactly. Hannah Knoll will get it to Michaela Thompson, swinging around the perimeter all the way down, back down to Knoll, who's running the baseline. Back to Knoll on the opposite side, inside to Leach, twisting move. She puts it up off the glass and good.
Oh, and what?
And a steal.
Down.
Yeah, I did too. Thompson. And now the shot's put up by Peppel. She misses, but another foul on Westview.
Thompson must have stole the inbound pass.
This will be of the shooting variety. It'll be a two-shot foul coming.
First foul called on Bortner.
Peppel gets her first. She'll get one more.
So after being held scoreless in the first half, Peppel, who averages 5.2 points a game, has 3 now. And she still has 3.
Haley Miller pulls down the rebound. She'll get it to Andrea Miller. Andrea goes right with it. Pulls it back out. Bounce pass right side to Bortner, goes through her hands and out of bounds. It'll be Angola basketball.
So certainly not a good start from a turnover perspective for the Lady Warriors. 5 turnovers already this quarter.
And it's not so much the pressure by Angola, it's just...
Well, I think in a way it is, because we're trying to do quick passes and trying
right.
to, yeah, so we might be rushing things a little.
Noel in the corner, tries to drive on Haley Miller. Good cutting her off there. Driving is Thompson. She tries to get it across court to Nyson. She grabs it, gives it off to Peppel. Now Noel with it out between the circles. She'll set up the offense.
Westview in a 2-1-2 zone that seems to work fairly well for them.
Allie Springer's in the middle.
Trying to make sure they can keep popping out on those shooters in this zone.
You're right, Dan. I think it does. It has been effective until right then. Well, they missed the shot. And Haley Miller once again with a rebound. She gets help from Andrea Miller. She'll bring it up.
7 boards for Haley Miller, along with 2 kicks.
I've been pretty impressed with her play the entire year off the bench. Shots up by Springers, no good, and the rebound's pulled down by Angola, and that was Nyson. She'll get it up to Peppel, or rather Leach. Drive inside, and it's good by number 30, was it? Nyson that made that shot?
I think it's
33, I guess.
I think it's Peppel.
Yeah.
So she's hit her average now.
And timeout on the court, 32-8 now is our score. Angola leading Westview. We'll be back right after this 30-second timeout.
Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street, Topeka. Mouth-watering home-cooked goodness, all in a friendly down-home atmosphere among friends and neighbors. Different daily specials, all-you-can-eat fish twice a week. Scrumptious buffets featuring our fried chicken. And then finish it off with a slice of fresh-baked pie. Eat in our large dining room or carry out at 260-593-2988, and now offering delivery within 10 miles of Topeka.
And we're back at Westview. Westview inbound after the timeout. 4:05 to go, third quarter.
Katrina Schwartz and Ina Miller checked in during that timeout.
Once again, Angola applying the full court pressure. That trapping press, and ball knocked out of bounds by Angola. Leach will chase it down in the vacant court.
Where's that ball boy when you need one?
That's what I said.
They do that in soccer. They should have one here, right?
Yeah, they should. I'm sure you could get it. Oh, nice steal by Hannah Knoll. Yeah, I think it'd be pretty easy to get a kid to volunteer to do that.
So turnover, and but we managed to tie them up, so half a turnover coming back.
Knoll inbounds quickly to Leach, right back to Knoll. She'll pop a 3 from the corner. No good, and a rebound, Haley Miller. Haley's double teamed and then fouled by Angola's Leach, I believe.
4 rebounds this quarter alone for Haley Miller, and we're only a little over halfway through the quarter to go along with 4 in the first half.
Called that foul on Nyson, her second. And a traveling violation as Katrina dragged her pivot foot.
Fee coming back in for the Lady Hornets, and Caswell coming out. Or nice. I can't tell. There's a 0 on the.
Noel looking to inbound. She'll lob it way out front to Leach. Now the basketball's Peppel. And now Noel.
And that's Caswell, so she's still in there. Oh, Haley Miller, partial block there on.
And another rebound.
On Leach. And then, yeah, and then got the rebound.
He's been a force inside. Another double dribble. Well, these girls are, yeah, you're right, Dan. Angola's putting enough pressure on us where we're kind of forced into those turnovers where the girls are trying to get loose, and then, but it's when they get loose, the other girls has already decided to pass it their way, and so they're out of that spot. Inside, Noel, little jumper from 10 feet is good.
Looked her off, thought she was going to pass it, and then she, nice little dribble. And
Bortner tries to get it across the timeline. She does, and then she'll draw a foul on Caswell, I think.
That's going to be called on Leach.
All right. And somehow I was giving Leach a whole bunch of points in that first half. I'm not sure where they all go.
Well, she has 8 points so far.
I have her for 11, and so
well,
I don't know. Somebody I robbed. I think
yeah.
Fee got one of those shots, or the three-pointer.
Yeah, Fee got a three-pointer.
That's the one I think I missed there, and that would do it, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. That would change it from 8 to 11. Whoops, the clock just went out. It's coming back up now. The whole scoreboard.
No, he had that trouble a few years ago.
Well, what I like is that our girls are not getting rattled when they're getting caught without the ball, or getting caught.
That's right.
They're just keep on working it, keep on working it.
Oh, knocked out of bounds by Anna Miller, but yeah, good work. Good point, Ben. They have been moving the ball well and not getting overwhelmed by the pressure. Now we're back up and running. 34-8, Angola with the lead, nearing the 2-minute mark to go in the third quarter. Noel working out front. Caswell drives, gives it back to Noel. Lob inside. She's tied up, and it's a traveling violation on Angola.
That's their first turnover for the half. Did a nice job trapping her down there on the baseline. She had nowhere to go.
Bortner bounce passes it into Andrea Miller. She'll quickly get it across the timeline. She hits Allie Springer on the baseline. Good work. Breaking that press, a quick shot.
So we talked about if you can get through the press, you'll get an easy shot at the other end.
Inside, the shot's up, no good. Rebound, Hallie Mast. Hallie with Hannah Knoll on her, has her pocket picked, and Hannah will take it down, put it up and in. Hallie looking to inbound, gives it to Bortner. Bortner has it knocked away by Stillwell, regains possession, but then throws it into the hands of Hannah Knoll. On the baseline, a shot by Stillwell is no good, and a rebound, Hallie Mast. Andrea Miller once again. Boy, she can get it up the court in a hurry, and that's what we need on that press break. Ball tipped into the backboard. It won't be an over and back violation. Andrea Miller. She'll get it to Ina Miller. Now right side to Allie Springer, in the corner to Hallie Mast. Hallie drives. Good spin move off the baseline. Shot's no good. Rebound Stillwell for Angola. Stillwell gets it to Hannah Knoll. Her little jumper from 15 is good. She has 20, or 18, I guess.
I show her for 20.
I do too. Andrea Miller to Hallie Mast, and she shuffled her feet. 4 seconds to go, third quarter.
I would put a little pressure on her.
I think I would too. I was going to say, don't let her get that inbound
pass.
pass.
Down and take the long shot because she knows she's going to.
There it goes, and there it is. Wow. Yeah, we can see that coming. She is a good ball player. 41-10 is our score after 3. Angola leading Westview. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this 60-second timeout.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
There's nothing more embarrassing than an air ball. You get the ball, you take the shot, not even close. Hard work pays off on the basketball court, but when it comes to God, no amount of hard work will ever be enough. The Bible says that all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God, and so it's by grace that you've been saved through faith. This is not of yourself, it's the gift of God. That means your only hope is to put your trust in Jesus today. Friends, this is the playbook. Find out what it has to say.
Well, once again, Jerry, third quarter, we only got 4 shots off, and they took 14.
Wow.
There's a big difference there each time. We're working, having to work really hard for those shots.
And we have been working hard. It's just, I tell you, Angola is very talented. Sarah Lapp in the ball game now, number 33. She gives it to Andrea Miller, who I think has played every minute of this ball game. Maybe not quite.
Not quite. I think she was out for a while in the middle of that third quarter.
Andrea's done an excellent job of getting that ball up from the press. Now we have an over and back. I thought maybe that was tipped back there by Angola, but it wasn't.
Yeah, I think it was another one of those, though, where the pressure forced a turnover. She was trying to grab it too quickly. And I think she inbounded it without ever letting the ref, the official, touch the ball.
Grabbed it like in practice or something.
He's like, I want to touch it too, I guess.
Fee gets it to Caswell, back to Fee. They'll lob it inside now. And getting tied up in there is number 15. That's Leah Snyder, who's just come in. She's another freshman, 5'7".
Allie Mass tried to rip it out of her hands.
Tyra Stillwell will inbound for Angola. 5'8" sophomore gets it in, top of the circle to Snyder. Her three is a swish from way downtown. Wow. And they've got some talent coming, it looks like, here. Only a freshman. They have, what, 3 freshmen that have played tonight?
4, I think.
Yeah.
Or no, it's Fee. No, Fee's a sophomore. I was thinking she was a freshman as well. Oh, now they're going to call Andrea Miller for a push-off there as she was trying to work her way through. Oh, no, it's not her.
Moving screen?
Sarah Lapp, moving screen. Yeah. I thought he was calling a
Yeah, I did too. I thought so.
The push-off.
Forearm
shimmer.
Caswell out front, takes a right side on the dribble, bounce passes it to Snyder. Out of Fee. Back to Caswell, bounce pass inside. Shots up by Snyder with the left hand, no good. Rebound, who else but Haley Miller. She's got to lead us in rebound. Hallie's had a few too, but I would think.
That was her 10th.
Haley with it out front. Andrea Miller in the corner now to Hallie Mast. Ball stolen away on the attempted pass, and Stillwell takes it all the way down, puts it in with the left hand. 46-10. Sarah Lapp picks it up, bounce passes it into Andrea Miller as Angola's dropping off a little bit now on that press.
Well, they have maybe their entire starting lineup on the bench right now.
You're right. Caswell's played a lot, but she's the only one out there that's, no, she's not. Ball goes through Andrea's arms, and she saves it in bounds right to Caswell. She'll take it all the way down, put it up and in.
Caswell with 4 now.
(48-10). 5 minutes, 22 seconds to go, fourth quarter. Andrea Miller drives, pulls it out. Haley Miller now between the circles. Haley will get it back to Andrea, now bounce passes it to Hallie Mast. Just having problems finding an opening. Andrea tries to get a screen from Allie Springer. Springer with the basketball, takes it to the free throw line and bounce passes the right side to Andrea Miller, back to Hallie Mast. And one thing is, as long as we have the basketball, Angola's not going to score any more points.
Well, this is true. Make them work on defense.
That's right.
These long offensive sets are hard on you if you're a defender.
That's right. Wear them out.
Much harder on you.
Oh, nice. That worked out well. Their patience did.
Especially if it turns into an easy bucket at the other end. That's demoralizing if you're on defense.
Right.
You work, you work, you work, and then they score.
Andrea Miller out. Also, Allie Springer and Hallie Mast. Katrina Swartz back into the ball game. Bortner, Lapp, Ina Miller, and Haley Miller out there for the Warriors. Fee with it. She'll cross-court it to Stillwell. Now Caswell. Back to Fee. She bounce passes the right side to Snyder. Snyder takes a three and hits. Oh my goodness.
That's her second three this quarter.
Yeah, and this is, she hasn't played until this quarter.
Well, I'm wondering if she was on the junior varsity, maybe.
Well, that could be.
Why she hasn't been out here earlier.
Their JV looked pretty talented too.
Well, I don't see a Snyder on their junior varsity roster though.
She's only a freshman, but she looks pretty talented.
So she does pick up a foul now, so her first foul. It's only 3 on the Lady Hornets for the half, and Bortner hit a 2 just right on the line.
Banked it in. 7 for Hope. 3 for Stillwell is good. Or is that Fee? That was Fee. Wow, her second 3. 54-14. Sarah Lapp loses a handle, retrieves it. Drives it down the lane, puts it up, has it partially blocked by Stillwell, and she comes down with the rebound. Right side Fee tries to get the interior pass into Snyder. It goes out of bounds.
Haley Miller.
Once again, gets her hands in there, causes havoc.
Allie Springer checks in for Haley.
Haley is getting a big hand from her coach, well deserved. Stillwell looking to inbound. She gets it into Snyder. Snyder drives, puts it up, misses off the glass, and the rebound's pulled out of there by Sarah Lapp. Sarah gets it to Allie Springer down the baseline, into Bortner, back to Lapp. Lapp takes it all the way in. Good move by Sarah to get it inside for the layup, and she was fouled.
Foul's going to be called on Fee. That'll be her first 4 on the Lady Hornets now, but she will be at the line shooting a couple. We've only been there one other time. Hallie Mast had a 2-shot attempt in the first period.
Shot by Sarah rolls off. She'll get one more. Sarah, 5'5" sophomore. Came in averaging 2.4 points per game. Second shot is up and good. Inbound pass comes to Caswell. So we get it up court to Stillwell, back to Caswell. Out of Fee. Stillwell, Caswell. Pass inside goes to Cockcroft. She'll put it up and got the basket to go, and she's fouled.
That was a nice, strong move. She just turned and went at the bucket. Ina Miller is going to be called for that foul.
Rachel Cockcroft, a senior. Bench went nuts when she made that basket. So
I don't know if she played the other night when we were playing.
It seems like she did, yeah, because I remember that name.
Towards the end.
But yeah, it was toward the end of the ball game. And she completes the three-point play. 57-15. Andrea Miller out front, takes it left side on the dribble. Allie Springer now. Katrina Swartz from the corner. Katrina with her first points of the night. A big three from the left corner. Cockcroft with the ball. Gets it to Caswell. Now over to Stillwell, or Fee rather. Back to Caswell. Her shot's no good. Rebound, a put back by Snyder's no good, and a rebound Sarah Lapp. Sarah gets it to Andrea Miller. Bortner. Now Allie Springer. Bounce passes it to Andrea Miller. Back to Sarah Lapp. Sarah drives it into the paint. Has it stripped away, but a reach-in foul is going to be called on Caswell.
That'll be Caswell's second 5 on the Lady Hornets.
Allie Springer will trigger it in for the Lady Warriors underneath. Minute 24 to go in the ball game. Springer bounce passes it in to Andrea Miller. She'll get it out front to Katrina Schwartz. Swing it back out front. Andrea, now Sarah. She drives, has it knocked away by Stillwell, and into the hands of Fee. Jalen Fee gets it to Caswell, back to Fee. Caswell to Stillwell. To Cockcroft. She'll get it out of trouble. Takes it to Caswell. She drives, puts it up. No. Cockcroft, no good. Gets her own rebound. Tries to put it back up. Has it stripped away by Sarah Lapp. Sarah works it across the time stripe. Looking for help as she picks up her dribble. Has it knocked away and stolen, but stepping out of bounds with the basketball off the steal was, who was it? Stillwell? No, Snyder. Leah Snyder does not play like a freshman. Looks like a junior or senior out there.
Well, yeah, they've got a very talented freshman class, I would say.
They do. And man, does Coach Burlingame have a deep bench. Ten seconds to go in the ball game. Sarah Lapp with the basketball, drives it down to the baseline. That bounces off of Angola's foot and out of bounds. It'll be Westview ball with 5.7 seconds to go in the ball game.
Time for one last shot here if we can get one. Wonder if we have a set play here.
Lobbed in. Andrea backs it out. And Bortner gets fouled. She'll be shooting 3 with no time on the clock. They're going to let her shoot them.
That foul's going to be called on Snyder, her second.
Hope Bortner will be out there all by herself, shooting 3. First shot short. We'll get 2 more. Deep breath. Take your time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one's watching. Second shot, no good. I'm sure she'd be a lot more relaxed if there was teammates out there along the line. Third shot's up and no good. So we've finished this ball game with Westview and Angola. Angola winning tonight 57-18 over Westview. Dan will be back with game stats and scoring right after this timeout. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka specializes in both steel and aluminum. Their 40,000 square foot custom powder coat facility has the flexibility to run everything from one-piece custom orders to full production quantities. They also have the unique capabilities of powder coat, blast coat, as well as other highly durable coatings. They are your local source for powder coating. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Call 260-593-0204.
If you're looking to replace or repair your home appliances, Topeka Do It Best Hardware is your local stop for Amana, Maytag, and Whirlpool appliances. Featuring in-home and in-store service and parts on most makes of home appliances. See JJ for all your appliance needs at Topeka Do It Best Hardware, an authorized Whirlpool and Maytag service center for over 40 years, located at the Blinker Light in downtown Topeka. Call them at 260-593-2973.
Does your paint job need a refresh? Got too many dings and scratches? Let Hyde Auto Body take care of it for you. No matter the type of vehicle, motorcycle, trailer, or truck cab, Hyde Auto Body's experienced paint specialists will attend to every detail so you don't have to. We aim to be #1 in customer service, and your satisfaction is always guaranteed. We're located west of State Road 9 on US 20. Hyde Auto Body, a trusted name in the community for over 20 years.
Back at Westview High School, quick wrap up here as the Lady Hornets, visiting from Angola, defeated the Lady Warriors this evening. Final score 57-18. The Lady Hornets were led this evening by their school all-time leading scorer, Hannah Knoll, averaging 17.8 points a game. She had 23 this evening, and that was with not playing at all in the fourth quarter. Other scoring for the Hornets was junior Lauren Leach, had 8 points. 6 points for Leah Snyder, all in the fourth period where she hit 2 threes. 6 points also for Jalen Fee off the bench. She hit a 3 in the second and in the fourth quarters. 5 points this evening for Riley Peppel, a freshman starting one of the point guards. 4 points this evening for Kylie Caswell, also another freshman off the bench. 3 points for Rachel Cockcroft, a senior, came in off the bench, scored her 3 points on a traditional three-point play in the fourth period. And then 2 points this evening for Tyra Stillman, a sophomore, came in off the bench and hit a bucket in the fourth period. So most of the scoring was done by just a couple players throughout most of the game, but in the end there, they pretty much had cleared their bench, and so a number of other girls got to score there in the fourth period. Westview led this evening by 7 points from Hope Bortner, the freshman. Although she had a chance to get into double digits with no time on the clock, she was at the line to finish things up with 3 attempts, and she missed all 3. So 4 points this evening for Allie Springer, 3 points each for Katrina Schwartz, and for Hallie Mast. Katrina hit a 3 in the fourth period. Hallie hit 1 of 2 from the stripe and then hit a bucket later, and Sarah Lapp was 1 of 2 from the stripe in that fourth period to round out the 18 points that Westview had this evening. So Westview scored 4 points each of the first 2 quarters, added another 2 in the third, so they had 10 going into the final period. They added 8 points in the final period, almost doubled their score in that period. The Hornets on the other side were pretty consistent, 14, 11, 16, and 16 throughout those quarters. One of the big stories this evening is 10 defensive rebounds for Haley Miller. She got to start this evening and did a nice job of it. She did not score. I don't show that she ever actually took a shot either, but she was definitely a presence on the defensive end. She knocked away a couple passes as well. So overall, I show Westview with 21 rebounds, the Lady Hornets with 22. Not a lot of fouls called this evening, 10 on Westview, 11 on the Hornets. Westview is only 2 of 7 from the stripe. Well, of course, that was with missing those last 3. That does not help your statistics much. The Lady Hornets were 6 of 9 for the game. But again, another big point in the game here is Westview took a total of 16 shots from the field. The Lady Hornets took 54. So
wow,
3.5 times as many as we did, and that's just not a great thing. A lot of turnovers on Westview. They managed to get through the press, but then I think that sped things up, and then they would make other turnovers maybe because of playing at that faster speed. But I show, 15 turnovers in each half, so a total of 30 turnovers for the Lady Warriors this evening, and I only show the Lady Hornets with 8.
Yeah, pretty dominated by a very good team.
Yes.
Angola goes to 15-3 on the season. 7-2 in the Northeast Corner Conference. Westview drops to 3-16 and 1-8. And Dan, I didn't write down the final score. It was 57?
57-18.
Okay. So that's going to do it for tonight. Don't forget, coming up Friday night, we have a doubleheader, and you talked about this.
I did not, actually. So it's like almost a quadruple header here happening here at the school. And if we get set up in time, we'll do what we did this evening, where we will have I think the JV girls will be playing here on the main court at about 4:15 or so.
4:30, I think, is when they're going to tip off. Yeah.
And so that'll be no commentary, but we'll try to have that up so you can watch it. Unfortunately, the JV boys are playing at the exact same time, so we won't be able to do both. And we can't get our equipment moved in here in time for the varsity girls then if we have it over there. So we will probably have the JV girls game up on YouTube, and again with no commentary, and then we will have a doubleheader, girls boys varsity, starting at tip-off about 6 o'clock.
Yep, with the girls. We'll go on the air about 5:45 on Friday night as they take on the Fairfield Falcons. Good to have you along tonight. Want to thank our staff, our color commentator, of course, Dan and I, and then Chris Mass, the camera operator, and our engineer, Jeremy Anderson. Tonight's game was brought to you by our platinum sponsor, Weaver Furniture Sales, now at 2 locations in Shipshewana, south of US 20 on County Road 75 North, and in the Davis Mercantile on Main Street in downtown Shipshewana. Our silver sponsors are Height Auto Body in LaGrange, also Eden Worship Center, Topeka Do It Best Hardware, Tiffany's Restaurant in Topeka, Freedom Finish Works in Topeka as well. Also Dale's Dependable Handyman, LaGwana. And our bronze sponsors are Topeka Pharmacy, also Lehman Insurance and Financial Group in Topeka, Jerry Standard in Middlebury, Topeka Clinic on Lehman Drive in Topeka, Dutch Blessing Floral in Shipshewana, Mold Mob in Shipshewana, Precision Financial Group, and that will do it for tonight. Once again, the final score, the Angola Lady Hornets defeating the Westview Lady Warriors 57